yes, the President did consult the national officials of the ANC about 6 weeks ago on the request by the BRICS Regional Bank for a nominee from South Africa to lead the regional bank of BRICS. And he explained that it was his own view that one would need to send somebody with a high stature, and Minister Nene at the time fitted what was appropriate for the bank. He did consult on that matter. And secondly, just to say to you that in terms of Deputy President Ramaphosa, I'm jumping a few questions if you don't mind. Deputy President Ramaphosa has been working closely with us every single day since Thursday morning. He was not in Gauteng on Wednesday, on Wednesday and Thursday. And he was in Lesotho doing something else. That's great. He's been with us every day. He was with us yesterday, last night, and he was also with us on Sunday afternoon when the national officials met with the President, and when the President accepted an indication that a change was needed. And the President himself offered that he wanted to make a change because of the impact of what none of us had anticipated. Whenever a finance minister is appointed, there's always an impact on the rand, and that's been like that since 1994. Obviously, when the name of Des van Rooyen was mentioned, we thought there would be an impact. He's young. We thought there would be questions asked. What we didn't anticipate is the enormity of that impact. So it's not as if we didn't sit down and think through who's this person, what it would be like, how the country reflect, and so on. I can only say this, that what is important is that the change has been made and that action has been taken to rectify what we believe really caused, I think Comrade Jeff called it a bloodbath in the economy, which we obviously are quite, it's been difficult, and it's been a difficult period. We're not underestimating that going forward it won't be even more difficult, given the fact that we're still waiting for the US Federal Reserve Bank to make its pronouncements about a number of countries, including South Africa, economies in the same space as we are in. On the planned marches, we're aware of them. We know of 3 marches, one planned by Barbara Hogan, I think, to somewhere, one planned by Shaka Sisulu, one planned by Haywood at Mark. All of these people have rights. They're citizens of this country. If they wish to march, that's their right to do so. It's the way in which they've chosen to express themselves. We obviously don't support their call at all as the ANC. And in terms of the statements made by Professor Ben Turok, Ben Turok is a veteran of the ANC. We respect him immensely. And naturally, it is his right to say what he thinks about any one of us. We're not going to stop him. He has every right to do and say that. What we hope we can do going forward is work towards ensuring that we, the ANC, business community, NGOs and civil society work together to begin to build a South Africa that works for all of us. And one of the good things that has come out of this crisis has been the positive response of the business community. About the President, I want to give a graphic example of what happened on Sunday. At 4 p.m., we could only see the President as national officials at 4 because he was at the Mpumalanga Provincial Congress. And when we met him, he said to us, having considered all the various representations I've received since Friday, I've come to the conclusion that a change is needed. And put to us, as the officials, that the change that he is proposing is that Pravin Gordhan is the Minister of Finance and that Des van Rooyen be taken to Kokta, and we agreed with that. Did we anticipate whether there would be a fallout report? I did say so. I said we did. Every time a finance minister has been appointed in this country, there's been a reaction since 1994. Most finance ministers of our country, except for Chris Liebenberg, were members of parliament that came from the finance subcommittee of parliament. Des van Rooyen has been a member of that committee for 6 years and was in fact its chief whip. When his name was presented, we saw that he was young. We raised that question and said that that might have an impact. We did not anticipate. We thought there would be an impact. We did not anticipate the magnitude of the impact, but we did anticipate there would be an impact. So I don't want you to walk out of here with the idea that we did not anticipate an impact, because when Trevor Manuel was appointed, there was an impact. When Pravin was appointed, there was an impact. There's always been an impact on that. And what is important, and I'd like to please repeat that if I may, is that having noted the magnitude of the impact, the courage to change it was also there, and the willingness to change what had happened was also there, and it was done. Yes, it was done. And I think it's important that we accept that as the reality. Our meeting with the President on Sunday lasted for about an hour and 10 minutes, no more than that. So I think that, was this the best way to handle Minister Nene's going to BRICS? The question of Minister Nene, I think I'm going to ask the facilitator to allow Comrade Dlamini to answer this issue about labor and finance ministers and so on, and whether it's the person or something else. But in terms of whether we were consulted about Minister Nene, I would like to repeat, yes we were. Were we consulted about Des van Rooyen? Yes we were. Okay, I need to say something here about the marches. Apparently, Barbara Hogan says that she's not organizing a march, even though her face appeared next to Mark Haywood's in one of the Facebook pages. And I would like to therefore retract my statement that she's organizing a march if she says she's not doing so. Thank you.